What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Night YouTube channel. In today's video, guys, we're doing a playthrough of UnderQuest, man. So I've got another playthrough up on the channel. Be sure to check that one out if you want to see my first playthrough with the new updated version of the game, or hang out with me in today's video, guys, and we're going to do another full playthrough of the game. So that is right, guys. We got the new updated version of UnderQuest. It is completely, not completely revamped, but some systems in the game, like the combat system, have been pretty much revamped. Yeah, it's feeling really, really good, but a lot of it has stayed similar, even with the combat system, like rolling dice in the combat system. Still the same as before, but some little tweaks and changes have been made, of course. So we're going to go ahead and get into another full playthrough of the game. I mentioned this in my first playthrough. There's going to be a new updated tutorial for the game. I've got one on my channel now, but it's outdated. So when I upload the new tutorial, I'll just go ahead and probably private that other version of the tutorial as to not cause any confusion. So just be on the lookout for that. There will be a full tutorial of the game coming soon, but for now, I'm just so excited and I want to play the game, and I'm sure you guys want to see that too, some actual gameplay. So we're going to get into another full gameplay here. Also, I'm going to point out too, I've made a list of all of the different character combinations that you could be, each race, class, and familiar. And there are a bunch of them, so I want to eventually play through the game with every single combination, so I'm keeping track of that. So in the last playthrough, we got a Norsean herbalist with a Fink familiar, so I've checked that one off, and we're going to hopefully get a new one today. If we ever get one that I've already played, I'll probably re-roll and try to get a new one, so that way we can experience all of them. So let's go ahead and get a random character here. So we're going to spread out the cards. I'm going to go from 1 over to 6 over this way. We got a 4, so we're going to be a crawling this time. And then we're going to see what our class is going to be. Again, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we roll a 6, we'll just re-roll. And we got a 5, so we're going to be a crawling ranger. Okay, so very different than our Norsean herbalist from last time. Set that up. And then we're going to get a random familiar. And same deal, we're going to go from 1 over here on the left through 6. And we got a 3, and that is going to be a glider. Okay, very cool, man. Completely different race, class, and familiar this time. And then we'll get everything set up as far as our stats and stuff go. So we're going to have 2 agility. Boink, there we go. We're going to have 1 brawn, and we're going to have 2 mind. So we'll set this to a 2. There we go. Okay, and now we need to check out our health and our grit and all that stuff. So we're going to start with 16 health with the crawling. Plus 6 from the ranger is going to go up to 22. And then plus 3 from the glider is going to be 25. So this should be 20 right here. I'm going to double check myself, but this should be 20. That's 5. That ought to be 10, 15, and then 20. Yes. Okay. So we've got 20 here. And what was it? 25? Yeah, 25. So we need 5 more. That's 4. And 25 right there. So we got a big old stack of health tokens here. Excellent. Got a bunch of health. Then we're going to have 5 grit plus 3 is 8 plus 2 more is 10. So we'll have 10 grit. I feel like this is the exact same amount that we had last time. Health and grit for our last character. Here we go. Just so happened that the math adds up to the same for those for the health and the grit. Then we've got an encumbrance of 9. So I'm going to set this red die on the 10. And that's going to show that we can go up to a maximum of 9. We'll use the silver cube to keep track of our encumbrance. Then the starting gold on our ranger class is 2. So we'll grab 2 gold tokens. That's less than last time. We had 3 last time, but we get 2 rations this time. Can't remember if we got 2 or 1 last time. And then it says that the glider starts us with -1 morality. So once again, we've got an evil familiar. The Fink we had last time was also evil and started us at -1. And then we've got a special ability for the crawling that says you get +1 to all agility checks. So that is pretty good, especially because we've already got 2 agility. Then we start with a bonus item. It is a random ingredient. So let's go ahead and get all of the decks of cards shuffled up before we draw any cards from decks here. So we've got the treasure that we're going to shuffle up. There we go. And then we'll get the ingredients. Again, I'm really hoping that you guys that checked out the last video have enjoyed the changes to the game. It feels amazing, guys. It feels really, really good. Let's go and get this shuffled. And then the trinkets. Yeah, especially the combat feeling way better. The morality system is feeling better. Your choices feel more impactful. It's not always best to, or, you know, it's not best the majority of the time. It seems to pick the evil choices like last time. So that seems really balanced out. There we go. We did a lot of playtesting, you know, behind the scenes, and I playtested the crap out of the game and had a Google Doc going with all kinds of notes and stuff for Jason to check out. So we kind of, you know, went back and forth with that, bounced ideas back and forth, and yeah, the changes came out really, really well. Let's get these mixed up. And then the abominations. And then the scourges. And you know, I could mix all this off camera, but you guys know me. I like to just mix it up on camera so you know everything is fair. And I just hang out and chat with you guys while we shuffle some cards. There we go. And then last but not least, we're going to give the dungeon deck a shuffle because we're going to have to do that too. So let's just go ahead and get that out of the way now. Get that nice and shuffled up. Good. Okay, so with the crawling, we get to draw a random ingredient as a starting item here. So we're going to draw a random ingredient. We get a Cavern Zolia. So that's going to put us at 1/2 encumbrance there. And then we get a skill, Marksman, with the Ranger here. So let's pull out the agility skills. They are going to be right here. And we've got Ranger, what do we got? Marksman. Okay, so we got the Marksman skill. When you lock in on a target, it is almost impossible for you to miss. If you miss in combat while using an agility-based weapon, you may re-roll your attack dice, but you must take the new result. Okay, that is a very strong, very, very strong skill if you have an agility-based weapon. That is insanely good. So yeah, if you miss in combat, you can re-roll, which is crazy, but you got to use the new result, but still, really, really powerful. Skill proficiency, of course, is agility. So it's going to cost 6 of these experience point tokens, or these over here rather, but they'll go right here on the mat. It'll cost 6 of those in order to level up, or not level up, to gain a skill within your proficiency rather. It'll cost 10 to gain a skill outside of your proficiency. And our starting trapping is the Crude Sling. So let's go ahead and grab the Crude Sling. Of course, all of the class cards will start you with a trapping weapon now. So we've got the Crude Sling. Shuffle this up. And I'll explain why that is in case you guys missed the last playthrough. Okay, we'll shuffle up the rest of the trappings. Perfect. And I believe that is it for the class card. And then we've got our familiar here that says, whenever your morality moves down on the morality tracker, you gain 1 grit. We start with a random trapping, and he's going to give us +1 agility. So let's tick our agility up by 1, 2, 3. And we're going to get a random trapping. So let's draw a trapping. And we got the prayer beads. Nice. So this is an accessory. It weighs 1. It's worth 1 gold. You gain 1 health and 1 grit, or remove 2 poison every time you resolve the altar. It cannot be used if you have 0 or less morality. That kind of sucks because we do have we do have -1 morality right there. Okay. Ooh, I'm also noticing something too. I'll have to mention this to Jason. Maybe the final copy will be fixed. This says agility down here in the bottom right. This is something that I missed also when looking over the cards. It says agility in the bottom right. I don't think it's supposed to because it's not a weapon. So I'll have to let him know about that. So I'm gonna have a special little misprint prayer beads card right there. Okay. I believe that is it, guys. I believe that is it. That's all we start with our character. I'm pretty sure that's all set up and good to go. So now the last thing that we have to do is go to Calm, who is the merchant at the Lonely Troll Inn. We're going to shuffle up the trappings, and he's going to have 5 random trappings for us to purchase. And that's exactly why I came up with the idea that we need to have a starting weapon tied to the class card, because it could happen that if you flip these 5 cards over and you don't have a weapon available among them, then you wouldn't have a weapon for your character. So you got to start with a weapon. So let's see what we got here. We've got the Dull Gladius, the Bronze Helm, the Bitter Remedy, the Spiked Club, and the Mysterious Key. I definitely want the Bitter Remedy, 100%. So we're going to pay 1 gold, and we're going to buy the Bitter Remedy. It says discard to restore 3 health and 1 grit. Roll a d6, and if the result is a 1, you gain 1 poison. So we're going to go ahead and hang on to that. And then we've got 1 gold left. I guess we could buy the Mysterious Key. Let's do that. Let's give Caln another gold, and we're going to buy the Mysterious Key for 1 gold. It weighs 1. Whenever you are asked to draw a treasure card, you may discard this card to draw 3 cards instead. Keep 1 card and discard the others. So keep that down here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.5 weight on us. And again, we can hold up to 9. And then we're going to let Caln keep his spiked club, bronze helm, and dull gladius. And we'll shuffle those back into the trapping deck. So isn't that cool, guys? I feel like that's so much cooler than having access to the entire trapping deck, because as I've mentioned several times in other videos, it just makes it to where you typically always get the same few trappings each game. When you have access to all of them, you just get like the potions, basically, the bitter remedy, what is it, Murlac's tonic, and Godfrey spirits. You pretty much just get those like every single time because they're just so good. But now it gives you options to choose from, so you get to experience some different stuff. Like, I'd probably never buy the mysterious key over one of those other cards that I just mentioned, but now that it's an option that's available to me and I had a little bit of gold, I'm like, yeah, let me try it. I'll go ahead and buy it. So you get to experience some new stuff now, which is really, really cool. It gives you some more decisions to make. With the fewer decisions you have, actually gives you more decisions to make in a weird way, which is pretty cool. Okay, cool, man. I think we are set up and basically ready to go, guys. So we're going to head out. We need to get the quest deck set up as the final step here. We're going to be on level 1, of course. So we're going to have our level 1 quests, or level 2 quests, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and pick one at random. So we're going to go, this will be 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 5 and 6. So let's go ahead and roll for these. So we've got 4. And this is really great. I love that you get a different quest set up each time. We've got a 6 here. We've got a 4. Are we going to get any 1s or 2s? We got a 4. Again, no 1s or 2s. We're saving the 1s and 2s for the combat rolls when I'm fighting enemies. And we got a 3 right here. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to pick up the rest of these quests here, like so. And then we'll get these on top. And we're starting out with Speak to Zola. It says, you have been instructed to meet up with the renowned rogue Zola, who is waiting to meet with you in an abandoned dwarven storehouse, which is said to be near the entrance to the Black Mountains. With uncertainty as your sole companion, you make your way into the crags. We need a nature, mystic, and combat quest token. So everything except for wealth. And let me triple check myself just to make sure we're not forgetting anything. We should probably go ahead and set up our attack damage stats right now too. So since we have an agility weapon, and we should read what it does, by the way, we got the crude sling. It is two-handed. It says you may re-roll initiative for combat. If your enemy gets the initiative on the re-roll, they add 1 damage to their first attack. So it's a little bit of a risk-reward going on there. It's an agility-based weapon. Our agility is 3, which is amazing. So we're going to be doing 3 extra damage here. Also, if we miss in combat while using an agility-based weapon, we can re-roll our attack dice, but we must take the new result. That's insane. And then we've got the prayer beads, so we got to keep a lookout for the altar, but again, we can't use it if our morality is 0 or less, and it is right now. We've got the bitter remedy to restore some health and a grip, and then we've got the mysterious key in case we get some treasure. And I believe everything else is good to go. Also, we got to keep an eye on this. Anytime we move down on the morality track, you gain a grit. The glider is insane, dude. The glider might be the best one. Gaining a grit is nuts. Yeah, the glider is crazy. That's crazy. Okay, and I think everything else is good to go. We also got to keep check on this, that +1 to all agility checks with our special ability. I'll probably end up forgetting that. Blast me in the comments down below. Here we go, guys. We're going in to level 1 in UnderQuest, right into an exalted foe. Welcome to the dungeon. Before you stands a formidable foe, and there is no escape. Draw an enemy card and add double the dungeon level to their health. So in this case, we're on dungeon level 1. Double that is 2. In addition, draw 2 abomination cards. Apply the prefix from the first card drawn and the suffix from the second card drawn to the enemy. This card must be resolved if revealed. We have to do it, guys. So we're going to get 2 abominations and an enemy. And it is. I was really hoping that we would get... I was actually hoping that we would get a goblin, but we don't have a trinket to trade it to avoid combat, so it doesn't really matter. We've got an unholy skeleton of Jawl. It says, before combat, make a mind check. If you fail, gain 1 curse. Okay, so before combat, we got to make a mind check. We've got 2 mind, so we need a 5 or better. Every time you roll for a check in this game, you roll 1d6, you need a 7 or better. So we need a 5 or better. We didn't get it. 3 plus 2 is 5. We didn't meet 7, so we gain a curse. Right off the bat, this skeleton curses this dude. He is cursing at us. He's just flinging obscenities in our direction. When the skeleton successfully hits, you take an additional 2 ice damage. Not great. He's got that 6 health plus double the dungeon level, so he goes up to 8 health. He's unholy, so if an unholy enemy successfully hits, you gain 1 curse token. If an unholy enemy misses in combat, they lose 2 health. And then enemies from the plane of Jawl add 3 damage to all their successful hits. Yikes, so he basically does 4 damage instead of 1. This guy is super, super gnarly. He's got 5 initiative, but we got that 3 agility, dude. Also, rolling for initiative does not count as an agility check, so we don't get our +1 to agility checks here, because rolling for initiative is separate from a skill check. So we need a 2 or better. Anything but a 1. Let's go. We got 6 plus 3 is 9. We are way faster, dude. We rush him. The crawling bum rushes him, dude. He I guess, I was going to say charges him, but he's got a crude sling. Maybe he charges him and like whips him with the sling. All right, so we're going to get the jump on him here. We get a stone pulled back, ready to fire. We're going to do 3 damage minus his 1 armor is going to be 2 damage. So I think I'm going to do 2. Yeah, let's spend 2 grit. So we're going to do +4 damage. So we're doing 7 plus. Ooh, we miss right out of the gate, guys. We miss immediately. We roll doubles and completely whiff the attack. Awful, awful way to start. The skeleton gets to go. That is actually terrible. He's doing 1 plus 3 damage on successful hits, so he's doing +4. We also gain a curse token if he hits, and he does 2 ice damage if he hits, because we might just die to the first enemy. He does 2, +4 is 6. We've got no way to block it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you know what I just realized, guys? Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Before we do that, if you miss in combat while using an agility-based weapon, you can re-roll, but take the new result. This is going to be our result. We're going to re-roll. We're going to re-roll. Blast me in the comments below. I'm glad I remembered that. We're taking his roll from him, guys. So I had spent 2. I know some guys, or some people might like to play the game where it's like, if you forget, you can't go back and take it back, and that's fair enough. But you know what? I'm taking it back. Taking it back. So we're gonna do, let's see, we're gonna do 4 plus the 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9, minus 1 is 8, and he's dead? Yeah, he's dead. Hell yeah, let's go. Wait, did I really kill him? 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9, minus 1 is 8. He's dead. Okay, sweet, guys. Yes, that is way better than getting ready to take like 8 damage or whatever we were about to take from this guy. Okay, cool. So we took him down. I'm glad I remembered right there in that moment. So we're going to get treasure class B, 1 trinket or 1 ingredient. Let's go ahead and get an ingredient to pair with our other ingredient over here with our cavern soul. We got a mermaid's tongue. We're going to get 1 experience point. And it says, if you defeat this enemy, you gain a bonus ingredient. Don't mind if I do. We get a serpent's eye. Okay, we're getting stocked up on ingredients. And then we've got, if you defeat this enemy, you gain an additional experience point. Dude, let's go. There we go. Okay, cool. Since I did just remember right there in that moment before I actually went ahead and took all the damage, I don't feel too bad about taking it back because this is really, really good. But from now on out, if I do happen to make any mistakes like that, I'll just try to keep playing it as it is. Okay, we got the skeleton dead. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Because, that is kind of part of these games too, right? It's like part of the game, part of the skill in the game, because there's so much randomness, you know what I mean? Part of the skill in these games is keeping up with everything and keeping track of everything. So, it can seem a little bit cheaty if you're like, oh, wait, I didn't do something. So I'll try not to do that for the rest of the playthrough. But, yeah, we'll keep on going. Again, like I said, blast me in the comments below, guys. We got this Exalted Foe card out here. Let's keep on going, dudes. We got 2 shots at getting a combat quest token. We didn't get it. We got the merchant here. Deep in the dungeon seems like a strange place to set up shop, but who are you to question his sanity? Take any number of the following actions. We can buy and sell. If you sell to the merchant, he'll buy any treasure or trappings card for 1 gold. He'll also pay 1 gold for any 2 ingredients. And then to buy from him, to see the merchant's stock, you draw 2 treasures and 2 ingredient cards, and ingredients cost 1 gold each. So he's going to have a mimic. If you draw the mimic, the arrow trap, or the hidden stash, I think it is, they get discarded and you draw a different card instead. Essentially, those 3 cards, the merchant can't have them. So we've got a blessed tunic. We've got an iron sword. Okay. And then for the ingredients, we've got a unicorn horn and a wisp essence. 2 4 difficulty cards right there, ingredients. The Blessed Tunic is pretty cool, but we need positive morality in order to benefit from it. The Iron Sword, it uses the Brawn stat, and we've got 1 Brawn. We don't want that. Plus, we want an agility weapon to go with our marksman here. And I don't really want the Unicorn Horn or the Wisp Essence, to be honest with you. So he can keep all that crap. You can keep all of that stuff, dude. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of it. Now, this stuff is good. It's just not good for our character, necessarily. For the Crawling Ranger, no, it's not that good. Okay. We're going to put the merchant up this way. And I didn't want to sell him anything. I'm good with just keeping all of our stuff. Let's keep on going. I don't think I want to make any potions just yet. No, not any real reason to. Let's keep going here. We've got the Labyrinth. Ooh, surely your cunning will see you out of this wizard's maze. Discard 1 ration. If you have no rations, lose 3 health. We've got 2 rations. I could push my luck. I don't really want to lose the ration. I think I'm going to push my luck. I typically don't do this because pushing into a skirmish or an ambush is worse than just losing a food, but I'm going to do it. Okay, the clearing. That was very risky. Fortune finds those who take risks. Okay, hell yeah, let's go. Draw 2 encounter cards and pick 1 to resolve. Place the unused card either on the top or the bottom of the encounter deck. Okay. We're going to draw 2. We got Mizlak the Beggar, dude. So let's go, guys. This is a new card that I designed. So Jason did the artwork for it and everything, obviously, and actually, you know, put the stuff on the card since he has all the files for the game. He's the one actually creating the game. But he did let me make new cards. So the tracker cards, as you can see, they're on these big cards now. They were on normal sized cards like this before, and you would turn them sideways to track your stuff. Well, those aren't in the game anymore. So it opened up 7 blank cards for us to use, and he let me design those cards. And this is one of them, Mizlak the Beggar. Let's see which other one we get. Toad Priest. I was hoping we would have got the other encounter card that I designed, but we didn't get it. I kind of want to do Mizlak, but we can't because, I mean, we can, but it's going to be bad for us. So here, I'll at least read it to you so you can see what it is. So it says, from the shadows, a malnourished husk of a man stumbles towards you, clutching a holy relic and begging for any gold you can spare. If your morality is 0 or in the positive, you may give Mizlak 1 gold and move up 1 space on the morality tracker. If your morality is in the negative, Mizlak senses your wickedness and begins chanting. Roll a d6 and refer below to see what happens. If you roll a 1, you gain a Scourge. If you roll a 2, you gain 2 poison. If you roll a 3, you lose 2 grit. If you roll a 4, you gain 1 poison. If you roll a 5, you lose 2 health. And if you roll a 6, nothing happens. So we've got negative morality. We don't want to go to Mizlak right now. He's going to start chanting and like cast a spell on us. So we don't want to go to him. But isn't that cool, guys? We got Mizlak back in the game. Let's go, dudes. So we got the Toad Priest. I think I'm going to... Ooh, no, see, this one's bad too, dudes. Because if your morality is 2 or higher, you're cured of all poison. But if your morality is in the negative, you gain 2 poison tokens. See, so already the morality system is... you can already see the balance that's taken place. It's not great to have negative morality. You can definitely still go for the negative morality choices, and they are still very powerful. But there's more ways to suffer penalties for having made those decisions. Now, we haven't technically made any decisions. The glider is just giving us the -1 morality, so it's just a bit unfortunate. You know what, dudes? I don't want the 2 poison tokens. We could potentially get nothing happen. So we're going to actually put the Toad Priest on the bottom of the deck. You can put it either on the top or the bottom of the encounter deck, so we'll put that on the bottom. We're going to go to Mizlak. Our morality is in the negative, so he senses your wickedness and begins chanting. Roll a d6 and refer it to the chart below to see what happens. So let's see what happens. A 6 would be fantastic. 5. Lose 2 health. Okay, I think I'd rather lose the 2 health than gain the 2 poison, to be honest with you. Definitely. So not too bad, but there we go. So Mizlak chants and casts a spell on us. It's so cool, man. That's so freaking cool, dude. Mizlak, let's go, my boy. All right, and then we're going to put this out here. We don't need wealth quest tokens, so we'll open up potential to get a mystic quest token. Let's keep on going. There we go. We got another clearing. Anything can happen in a clearing. Draw and resolve an encounter card. Boom. We got Lyra. You find yourself at the shoreline of a cave river that leads out to the sea. A mermaid is sitting on the shore. She is friendly and states she is looking for more trinkets for her collection. Choose one option below. You give Lyra 3 trinkets, and she kisses your cheek and hands you an item before disappearing into the water. Gain the conch reward card. We don't have any trinkets. Wait, is this a trinket? No, it's a trapping. Or you may attempt to convince Lyra to give you the conch reward card by succeeding a mind check on the first try. If you fail, she swims away. Okay, we got 2 mind. We need 5 or better. 5 or better. Let's freaking go, guys. 5 plus the 2 is 7. You need 7 or better to succeed for any skill check in the game. And she's going to give us the conch reward card. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the conch reward card. It's a fantastic reward card. It's worth 4 gold. It weighs 1. It's an accessory. We're going to fix our encumbrance here in a moment. Once per dungeon level, you may automatically pass a skill check. That is freaking insanely good. That's so good. That's an ability fit for a reward card. That is very, very good. Okay, we're going to put this underneath. And let's check. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 encumbrance right now. There we go. Incredible. And then we're going to put this here, and we have connected 2 halves of a Mystic Quest token icon, and we got our first quest token of the game right there, dudes. Mystic Quest token. Let's go. Let's keep on going here. Deeper in, what do we got? A treasure chest, dude. You open the chest to find that it is almost empty. Gain a trinket. Don't mind if I do. We're going to open it up, and we get a green marble. You may discard this card to add 1 to your initiative roll before you roll. Marbles are more valuable in sets. Collect different colored marbles to increase the value of your set. For 1 marble, it's worth 1 gold. 2 marbles are worth 4 gold. 3 marbles are worth 7 gold. And 4 marbles are worth 10 gold. So we're going to hang on to this. That's going to weigh half. So we go up to 7 encumbrance. Let's put this... Ooh, let's put this here. I want to keep that combat quest token open over here. We do cover up in nature, but I think it'll be okay. Is there anything we want to do here? I don't think so. No, I think we're okay. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. We got the Archangel. Oh, uh-oh. You are blinded by a flash of light that quickly fades. After your eyes adjust, you are startled to see the form of a beautiful woman with large wings. She has been sent to judge your deeds. If you have positive morality, gain health equal to your placement on the morality tracker. And if your morality is in the negative, you lose health equal to your placement on the morality tracker. I think we're just going to resolve it. We're going to lose 1 health. That's better than pushing into a skirmish or an ambush. And we're going to place this here on this side. So nothing has changed. We still have a Mystic Quest token available over here. Let's keep on going. We got the altar. Okay. Do we need to keep an eye out for the altar for anything? Was it the prayer beads? Yeah, man. You can gain a health or a grit or remove 2 poison every time you resolve the altar, but it cannot be used if you have 0 or less morality. Dang, dude. See, morality is like, it's really screwing us having negative morality right now, like big time. So you can already tell how much that has been changed. Sometimes a sanctuary is found in the least expected place. You kneel at the altar and pray for, we could pray for healing, remove poison tokens equal to your place on the morality tracker. We don't have any poison, plus we're at -1, so that wouldn't do us any good. We could pray for peace, remove curse tokens equal to your place on the morality tracker. Again, we can't do that because we're at -1. We could pray for favor, move up 1 place on the morality tracker and gain 1 grit. That's pretty good. Or guidance, discard 2 experience to gain 1 quest token of your choice. I'm going to do that. I'm going to discard these 2 experience points, and I'm going to gain a quest token of my choice, and I'm actually going to go with this nature quest token since we don't have that option available to us right now. We're going to put the altar over here, and once again, we're leaving open the option to get a mystic quest token. Put that over this way. Let's keep going. And we've got an ambush here. Okay, not really what we're looking for because the combat quest token is on the left side and we want it to be on the right side so we can combine it here, but we're going to go for this anyway. You catch your foe by surprise and gain the upper hand. Draw an enemy card and add double the dungeon level to their health. You get to attack first. So let's see what we got here. We've got a Shade. It's going to have 9 plus double the dungeon level. So level 1 gives it 2 extra health, so it goes up to 11. And it says before combat, make a mind check. If you fail, take 3 ice damage. So we need a 5 or better. We got a 4 plus our 2. Mind is 6, so we fail. So we're going to take 3 ice damage. 1, 2, 3. We don't have any way of blocking that, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? I could have used my conch shell to automatically pass a skill check, but I said I'm not going to do takesies backsies anymore, so we're not going to do that. And then we need to roll for... Oh, no, we don't need to roll for initiative because we're getting to attack first with the ambush here. So we're going to go ahead and ambush them. Let's see. What do we want to do here? We're going to be doing 3 damage minus 2. It's going to be only 1. I'm going to spend 3 grit like so. So we're getting plus 7. So we're doing plus 3 plus 7. So 10 plus whatever we roll here. 10 plus 2 is 12. Minus 2 is 10. Ooh, man. So we put it down to 1. We don't have any extra damage here. No. No, we don't. Dang it, dude. We almost one-shotted it. So close. Okay. The shade is still alive, unfortunately. It is going to retaliate. It says whenever the shade successfully hits, you gain a curse token. It does +1 damage. We don't have any armor right now. So it's going to do +1 to its roll. So it does 2 + 1 is 3 damage. And it successfully hit us, so we gain a curse token. I'm going to attack without spending any grit. So we're doing 3 plus 3 is 6, -2 defense is 4, and it is dead. We took down the shade. It's got a treasure class of A. We gain a ration and a gold or 1 treasure. I kind of want the treasure. We need armor. Let's see what we get here. Boom. Ooh, a bone breaker, dude. That is good, but it's not great for our character because it uses the bronze stat. It weighs 3. My goodness. We can't even hold this. We might have to drop this. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're at 7 encumbrance. Yeah, we can't hold this unless we dropped something. But I don't really want to drop anything for this because we're not going to use it anyway. Yeah, we're not going to use it. That's unfortunate. We're going to drop the Bone Breaker. It adds 3 damage to all successful attacks against enemies weak to holy damage, and it cannot be used if you have 0 or less morality. So once again, our negative morality biting us in the butt here. Okay. I just had an idea too. I'm going to run this by Jason, or Jason, if you happen to be watching, we'll chat about this later. Maybe it'd be cool if there was like a weapon, whether it be like a reward or a treasure, that you could only use if you had negative morality. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the majority of the items need to be that you can only use them if you have positive morality, just because of the way that the rewards work. Typically, the instant rewards that you get for making the immoral choices are better than the ones that you get for making the moral choices, because it's like you get that instant gratification of making the bad decision, and then you kind of have to pay the price for it down the road, which makes sense. But it might be cool if there was like one weapon that like some kind of corrupt staff or something that like you actually needed negative morality to wield it. I think that could be kind of cool. But anyway, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and drop that. We also gain 2. We're gonna drop the hammer. We're gonna gain 2 experience points, and that is it. Taking down the shade. Okay, and then we're gonna put the ambush card, I guess, over this way, because I still want to leave this open, dude. We need an ambush. We need an ambush or a skirmish. Bam. Dang, dude, the false idol. That's not what we need. Standing before you is an ominous statue of an ancient lord of the abyss. It is begging to be worshipped. What shall you do? Choose one. You could beg for power and move down 1 space on the morality tracker, gain 2 grit or 1 treasure card. You see what I'm saying, dude? That's really freaking good. Or you could beg for health, move down 1 space on the morality tracker, gain 3 health or 1 ration, or ignore and move up 1 space on the morality tracker and remove 1 curse. I kind of want to move down. I want to move down. I'm going to beg for, what am I going to beg for, dude? I'm going to beg for power. I'm going to move down 1. So whenever your morality moves down on the morality tracker, you gain a grit with the glider. Amazing. And we can either gain 2 grit or 1 treasure card. I'm going to go for a treasure card. I'm going to be greedy. Okay, we could also do this too. We got the mysterious key. It says that whenever you were asked to draw a treasure card, you may discard this card to draw 3 cards instead. Keep 1 card and discard the others. Let's do that now. So that's a trapping. We're going to discard it. There we go. So we're going to get 3 treasures. We got the woodland boots, the compass, and the bleeding circlet. Okay, let's see what we've got here. The woodland boots, add 1 to all your initiative rolls before combat. That is really good. It'll make us faster. The compass, spend 1 less ration when you encounter the labyrinth. That is also good. We're going to get into combat more often than we're going to be encountering the labyrinth. So just by that metric, the woodland boots are technically better. The bleeding circlet, once per dungeon level, you may use health instead of grit to cast an incantation, unless we would get 10 experience points and go into the wizardry skill, which I don't plan on doing. This is completely useless. So I'm going to go with the woodland boots. So that's great. So this was the first card that we drew. So we're going to go for this one anyway, but it's kind of helpful that we used the key just then, because then we could just discard these 2, and that's 2 less sort of mediocre loot that we don't have to, go through before we get to something else. Because it would be nice if we can find a better weapon or some armor. So we're going to go ahead and grab the woodland boots here. And we're going to put those down this way. They only weigh 1, so we're going up to 8 encumbrance. These will get discarded. And again, with the woodland boots, You add 1 to all your initiative rolls before combat. Cool. And then we're going to put this, it doesn't matter where we put it, we'll just put it down this way. And that is the end of level 1. We're coming out of level 1 with only 2 quest tokens. That's not great. That is not great. We're going to go ahead and shuffle up the dungeon deck. But that's what's so cool about UnderQuest, man, is every run is going to be so unique and so different. There's a lot of little moving parts. No 2 runs are going to be the same. Let's get this nice and shuffled up. And it's cool how much like in Ironhelm, there's only, 18 cards in the dungeon deck. So you really get to learn the deck and kind of math out what your odds are of running into certain cards. And it just feels good. And I think that's great. I've seen some comments about like, oh, does it get like repetitive because you're just seeing the same cards over and over? And it's like, no, because there's so many other variables that factor into it. And I like that there's fewer dungeon cards in this case because, like I just said, you get to like learn the deck, and that feels really good. That feels better than having like a stack of like 100 dungeon cards and it's just like totally random. Like, that would still be fun, but I like the fact that you can kind of like learn the deck. I think it's really, really neat. And you can make informed decisions based off of what cards you've seen, knowing how many of, each type of card is in the dungeon deck. It's really, really cool. I think it's a strength of the game, not a a weakness of the game that it has only 18 dungeon cards. Cool. So we're going to shuffle those up. We're going to eat a ration. That means we're going to gain back a grit for doing so. We don't have any poison, so we're not going to gain any more poison. Of course, for every 2 poison you have, you gain an extra poison token. We're going to go from level 1 down to level 2, guys. We're going deeper into the dungeon. Let's take stock of what we've got over here so far. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I got to remember to add +1 to my agility checks, which I feel like I might have already forgotten to do. I'm not sure. I feel like we did an agility check, and I might have not added that to it. I think I did, actually. We're good here. We're good there. And I think we're pretty much good everywhere else. We still can't use the prayer beads. We'll probably never be able to use these. We're probably going to have to like sell these or drop them or something. We do have a bitter remedy. We should probably just go ahead and drink that now. Yeah, let's drink this now. Discard to restore 3 health and 1 grit. Okay, so we're going to get 3 health and 1 grit. And roll a d6. And if the result is a 1, gain 1 poison. Anything but a 1, baby. Okay, guys, there we go, boys. Come on, bro. Come on, dude. We get a freaking poison. We get a freaking poison. Wait, this goes like this. There we go. Crazy, dude. Crazy. I told you guys when we were picking the quests, I was like, yeah, I'm just saving the 1s for whenever I actually roll during combat or during the game. There it is. Anything but a 1, you get a 1. Famous last words. And then I think everything else is good. I got to remember to have the conch shell also to automatically pass 1 skill check once per dungeon level. Yeah, and then we've got some potions here. Do we want to make any potions, guys? I love making potions. It's my favorite part of the game. How many grit are we missing? Only 2 grit missing. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this because we're going to make a mermaid's tongue serpent's eye potion at some point and get back 3 grit. It's going to be sick. We're going to hang on to these. Like so. There we go. Okay, let's go into level 2, guys. We're going deeper into the dungeon. We're still on the first quest. We found another merchant. Let's go, dude. So he's going to have 2 treasure. An iron helm. Oh, the seer's brooch. This dude's crazy. A goblin's toe and a lizard's foot. This guy's crazy. Oh, he's got crazy gear, dude. He's got such good loot. Here, buy these prayer beads, bro. Okay, we're going to sell him the prayer beads. Give me a gold. He gives me a gold. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford anything. Let's give him this. Oh no, dude. I want the iron helm or the seer's brooch, dude. That's so freaking good. We got the marble. It's worth 1. We could sell him 2 ingredients. I really want the seer's brooch, guys. We got to get the seer's brooch. Oh man. We're going to keep the serpent's eye. We're going to sell him. It says that he'll pay 1 gold for any 2 ingredients. So we're going to sell him the cavern zolia and the mermaid's tongue, which sucks because I wanted to make that potion. It's okay. We'll get another ingredient that we can get back some grit with. He's going to give us a gold. And then the green marble is also worth 1 gold if you've got 1 of them. So this is 1 gold. This is 2 gold. So that's 3 gold. I don't know if you guys knew that. 1 plus 2 equals 3. This is not an ingredient. This is a trinket. We're going to put that there. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So we're going to buy the seer's brooch for 3 gold right here, dudes. It weighs 1. Once per dungeon level, you may avoid a skirmish by spending 1 grit. This is the robes from Ironhelm. but you have to spend a grit now to use it. So it's not as good as the robes, but it is still insanely good. And honestly, it's a better card. The robes were just too good in Iron Helm. They're just so freaking good. Just avoid a skirmish once per level. So now there's a cost to it, but it is still insanely, insanely good. So it's like instead of getting into a skirmish, potentially taking damage, having to spend a bunch of grit to attack the enemy, now you just spend 1 grit and you just avoid the whole situation. Don't take any damage. So good. And that's once per dungeon level. Awesome, dudes. Awesome. So we got a couple of once per level things here. We're going to put our boots in the back there. Since we're not going to have to tap those to use them. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4.5 weight on us now. So we dropped a bunch of weight there. So we're down to 4.5. And that is it. This dude's going to go up here. Thank you, Mr. Merchant. That was amazing. Thank you for your brooch. I wish I could have bought your iron helm, but it is what it is. We've got a skirmish. I'm going to push my luck. You know what I mean? Into a clearing. Fortune finds those who take risks. Draw 2 encounter cards, pick one, and then we get to put the other one back on top or the bottom. We got the sarcophagus and we got the delirious recluse. You can attempt to decipher the word. I think I'm going to put this one on the top of the encounter deck. We'll deal with that at a later date. Sarcophagus. You find yourself in an ancient burial room lined with tombs. All have been raided except one. Leave the tomb alone, move up 1 space on the morality tracker, and gain 1 experience. Or open the tomb, move down 1 space on the morality tracker, and gain 1 treasure card. Move down, we're going to gain a grit. What was that, dude? We're going to gain a grit. And we gain a freaking treasure card, dude. Come on, baby. Ooh, that is pretty good, dude. The Amber Blade is good, bro. Add 2 damage to all successful attacks against enemies weak to fire. It uses brawn, so it's not going to be quite as good because we've got 1 brawn. You know what I mean? But we can hang on to this. We're going to hang on to it. We'll keep it down here in our inventory. Because you could swap weapons now. So, I mean, you could before too, but there's a new way that you can swap weapons. I'll mention it if we get to it. So, two weight. Yeah, 2 weight. Boop, boop. Actually, you know, I'll just mention it now. I mentioned it in the last video. I'll go ahead and mention it again real quick in case you didn't see that last one. The way swapping weapons works now is if you draw a skirmish or an exalted foe card, you can choose to swap your weapon before rolling initiative in combat. If you choose to do that, you have to make an agility check. So you'd roll a d6, add your agility to it, and if you get 7 or better, then you're able to swap your weapons out without penalty. If you fail the agility check, not only do you not get to swap weapons, but the enemy also gets +2 to their initiative. So they're more likely to attack first in combat. That's if you resolve a skirmish or the exalted foe. If you resolve the ambush card as the first card, meaning that you're getting to ambush the enemy, you can freely swap your weapons. You don't have to make an agility check. If you draw the ambush card as the second card, meaning that the enemy is attacking you first and ambushing you, you don't get the option to swap at all. And you just got to stay with the weapon that you have. Cool. So that's how that works. So if at any point we draw an ambush, we could, as the first card, we could just freely swap to the Amber Blade, like maybe if the enemy is weak to fire and we want to get this extra fire damage added on, or if we draw a skirmish or an exalted foe card, we could make an agility check before rolling for initiative if we wanted to swap them. And then again, if we draw ambush as the second card and we get jumped, then we can't swap. Okay, cool. So we did the clearing. We're going to put that here. We're going to gain a wealth quest token. Let's go. We don't need that, but we got one. We might need it for the future. We need this combat quest token, dude. We got an ambush. We're definitely going to do it. So this is what I'm talking about. If we wanted to right now, we could swap weapons once we see what the enemy is. Okay, he's not weak to fire, so we're just going to stay with the crude sling. So we've got a Doom Skull here. He's going to have double the dungeon level added to his health, so 4 added to his 5 health. He's got 9 health. It says if the Doom Skull misses during combat, it will explode, dealing 5 fire damage. Discard this card and gain no treasure or experience. It's got a very high initiative of 8, but again, we're ambushing. We get to attack first. I'm going to spend, well, let's see what we're doing. We're doing 3 damage. -1 is going to be 2. If I spent 2 more, I'm bumping up to 6. It's tough with these, man, because it's like, I don't want to spend too much grit. I'm going to end up having to attack him again anyway, so I think most likely, if I spend the extra grit, I think he'll just die. It's like, do I want to spend a grit, 1 extra grit, and basically guarantee that I kill him? Or do I want to risk killing him now? Or if I don't, I'm probably going to take a little bit of damage. So it's like, what do I value more, the 1 grit or my health? I think I value the health more right now. So I'm going to spend the extra grit. So we're doing 7 plus 3 is 10, plus whatever we roll. Plus 3 is 13, minus 1 is 12. Yeah, he's dead. He only had 9 health. He is especially dead. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to get treasure class C for killing him. 1 ration or 1 ingredient. We've only got 1 ration, so I'm going to grab another one. And then we get an experience point, and we're up to 3 experience now. Nice. Halfway to getting an agility skill. And then we're going to put the ambush here. We're going to gain a nature quest token, and we're going to hope that we can complete this combat quest token. Ooh, let's go, guys. We can. We got a skirmish. You draw your weapon and square off against your foe. Draw an enemy card and add double the dungeon level to the health of a Kafer. So he's going to have 4 plus 4. He's going to have 8 health. Before combat, make an agility check. He's also weak to ice, so we're not going to swap weapons. Make an agility check. If you fail, take 3 fire damage. I'm going to use the conch shell. And actually, dude, we got crazy agility. We also get +1 to agility checks. Yeah, so we need a 3 or better. We need a 3 or better. Let's go, guys. We got a 6 plus 4 is 10. We needed 7 or better. We got 10. Let's go. We don't take any fire damage. When the Kafer successfully hits, you gain 1 poison. He's got 5 initiative. We've got 3 agility, plus we get to add 1 to our initiative with the woodland boots. So we need anything. We need a 1 or better. We got a 5. So we got 9 initiative. We get to attack first no matter what. We're doing 3. -2 is going to be 1. Ooh, I'm in a similar predicament. I don't want to spend too much grit on these guys. You gain a poison when he hits, though. That is super annoying. I don't want to get hit. I'm spending a lot of grit on these low-level enemies. This feels bad. I'm spending 2. So it's going to be 3 plus 4 is 7, plus whatever we roll. Come on, we need something good. Oh my god, amazing. That's the most damage you could do. 7 plus 5 is 12. -2 is 10, and we killed them. Yes, let's go. And we saved a grit right there. Let's go, guys. Whew, that's what happens when you get a little bit of luck. Let's freaking go. So treasure class B, 1 trinket and 1 ration or a trapping. Dude, I want the trinket and the ration. I think. Do I? Ooh. I don't know, dude. Do we want to trap a trinket and a ration? I think I want the trinket and the... Ooh, man. Yeah, I want the trinket and the ration. Okay, we got a wine bottle. If you encounter the talking dead, you may give the skeleton this empty bottle, and you will not have to make a mind check. Okay, so we're going to hang on to that. That bumps us up to 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We also get a ration, right? Yeah, we get a ration as well. Boom. And we also get 1 experience point. So let's grab 1 experience point. We're up to 4. Let's go, dude. Took down the Kafer. Let's go. And then we get to put the skirmish over here on the tableau. And boom, finally, dudes, we got our combat quest token. Let's take a look at our quest. We need nature. We got it. We need a mystic. We got it. And we need a combat. And we've got it. Let's go. After a few close calls, you find your way into a large, dusty room full of barrels and crates. Zola is camped out in a dark corner and rises to meet you. She speaks hurriedly of a place within the dungeon that should have clues for your mission. She hands you a ration. Gain 1 ration. Don't mind if I do. Are you kidding me, Zola? And then, as quickly as she spoke, she gathers her things and is off into the darkness. Okay. Where does she tell us to go, guys? Locate the crypt. After being given some direction, you begin to make your way deeper into the dungeon. The crypt you are to discover is said to house some ancient texts that refer to a magical item of great power. You may spend 2 ingredients instead of a mystic quest token for this quest. We need a mystic, wealth, and combat quest token. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind, that we could get rid of 2 ingredients instead of the mystic quest token. But probably not going to do that. We'll see. So as of right now, we need a mystic and a combat quest token. We're not worried about the nature quest token. Okay, let's keep on going. What do we got up ahead? We've got a skirmish. I'm going to push my luck past that. Into the mushroom cave. Let's go. You find yourself standing in a grove of mature mushrooms. I like that. Let's go ahead and roll. 2, gain 1 ration. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. We're going to put that here, and we're going to keep going deeper. What do we find? The campsite. Okay, you have found a relatively quiet spot to set up camp, but you shouldn't linger for too long. Pick one action below. We can cook, rest, or search. If we cook, you spend a ration to gain d6 minus d6 grit. If you rest, you spend a ration to gain d6 health and remove 1 poison. I like that. Or we could search, gain a ration, and then roll a d6 to see what else you find. I think I'm going to rest. So we're going to eat a ration, like so. We're going to gain d6 health and remove a poison. Do we gain anything for going to a campsite here? Do we got anything that does that? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Okay, so we gain d6 health. Come on, baby. Okay. And we get to remove a poison? Is that a thing that happens too? Yeah, we get to remove a poison. You know what? It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. We gained the health and we removed the poison. I'm happy with it. Beggars can't be choosers. We're going to put the campsite here because we don't need... Yeah, we don't need nature. So we're going to put that over there. And we do need mystic. So let's keep on going. And we don't need wealth because we already got it. We got the arc freaking angel, dude. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do it, man. We're going to lose 3 health because we got -3 on the morality tracker. But I really want to get this mystic quest token. So we're going to do it. We'll sacrifice the health and get the mystic quest token. We just need a combat quest token now. And we can complete the second quest. We've got a clearing. We're going to do it. Anything can happen in a clearing. Draw and resolve an encounter card. I love resolving these. We've got the delirious recluse. Shh, come over here. You hear these words caress your ear. You spot a crazed-looking old woman muttering to herself. I have seen the toad-headed one walk on water, and I have heard the whispers from the mush grove. You may attempt to decipher the words of the delirious recluse. Make a mind check, and if you fail, you lose a grit. If you succeed, you gain a mystic quest token. You know what? We're going to use the conch shell. Once per dungeon level, you may automatically pass a skill check. Boom. We passed the mind check instantly, and we are going to get a mystic quest token. That is amazing. What a good use of the conch shell. Let's go, dudes. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Delirious Recluse. I appreciate it. Okay, and then we're going to put this here, and we're going to get a nature quest token. There we go. Let's keep on going. We got 1 room left, guys. 1 room left, and it looks like we've got no shot at getting the combat quest token here. The false idol. What do we want to do here? We could beg for power, move down 1 space on the morality tracker, gain 2 grit or a treasure card. We do need some grit. We could beg for health and gain either 3 health or 1 ration. We don't need rations, so we're going to ignore it. Move up 1 space and remove a curse. I mean, we're this deep. You know what I mean? We're this deep. I'm going to move down 1. The glider is going to give us a grit. And I'm going to beg for power and gain 2 grit. There we go, dude. And then we're going to put that down this way. It does not complete an icon. And that is it for level 2, man. That is it for level 2. We're still on quest 2. We got to pick up the pace. Now, we do have a nice little backlog of extra quest tokens over here because we've got 2 nature, 2 mystic, and then the 1 wealth quest token. So we've already got a couple toward the next quest. We just need this combat quest token. Then we'll be good to go. Get these nice and mixed and randomized for level 3. We're also looking okay on experience points. We might want to get into another fight or 2 here so that we can try to gain a new skill. That would be good. Okay, there we go. Got that going on right there. We're going to eat 1 ration in between levels. We're going to gain a grit. We're going to gain a grit. Oh, you know what? I forget to do this because I'm so used to playing Iron Helm. You only gain a grit. In this game, you gain a grit and a health. In that last playthrough, I screwed myself out of health every time I ate in between levels. You're supposed to gain a grit and a health back whenever you eat a ration. Okay, so let's keep on going here. I'm almost positive. About that because I know when you eat a ration at any time in the game, you gain a grit and a health. So yeah, in between levels, you're also supposed to do the same. But again, in Iron Helm, you just gain a grit. So I'm so used to doing that, but we're supposed to gain both. We're also going to get the conch shell reward card back. We don't have any poison, and we're going to go down to level 3. All right, let's see what we've got on level 3 here. Let's keep on going deeper in. We've got a clearing. We're going to do it. We're going to draw and resolve an encounter card. It is Batros. You are greeted by a dark-robed man with chilling eyes. You look like someone who dabbles in the dark arts. Come sit with me for a while. We can ignore the warlock, move up 1 space on the morality tracker and gain a grit, or sit with the warlock, move down 1 space on the morality tracker and gain 1 mystic quest token. We're going to do that because when we move down, We gain a grit anyway from the glider, and we're going to gain a Mystic Quest token. We are making some pretty evil choices here, guys. We're going to go chat with this dude about the dark arts. The crawling ranger with his little glider chilling on his shoulder. He's talking about the dark arts. We've got the clearing on the tableau. Let's keep on going. We got an ambush. We're going to do it. We catch our foe by surprise and gain the upper hand. We've got a Balakor. We're going to add double the dungeon level to his health. So 6 plus 8 is 14 health. When the Balakor successfully hits, you take an additional 3 ice damage, and if your attack misses against the Balakor, you lose 1 grit. I am going to spend 3 right off the bat here. So we're doing 3 plus 7 is 10, plus 4 is 14, minus 1 is 13, and no freaking way, guys. We put him down to 1. Come on. You've got to be kidding me, dude. God dang it, dude. So close. Okay, the Balakor is going to attack. He's doing plus 2 to his roll. And he does an additional 3 ice damage if he hits. He does. So he's doing 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's doing 3 ice damage. My goodness. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that is brutal, dude. Take an additional 3 ice damage is just crazy strong. We're going to retaliate here. I'm not going to spend any grit this time. We're doing 3 plus 2 is 5, minus 1 is 4, and we've taken down the Balakor. I love the back and forth combat now. It feels so good. We've got a treasure class, 2 gold and a ration, or a treasure. Let's go for the treasure here. Dude, the shard axe. Oh, man. We got the amber blade and the shard axe. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This weighs 2. We could hold it, dude. Let's pick it up. It weighs 2. So we're going to go up to full max encumbrance at 9. Okay, we got crazy choices here for weapons. Awesome. And then we get 2 experience points. Amazing. That's exactly what we needed. We're going to put the Balakor at the bottom of the deck here. We're going to put this out on the board like so that we leave the combat token available. And then we're going to spend our 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 6 of these experience point tokens. And we're going to gain a skill. So put this here, and we got to gain a skill that's within our proficiency, which is agility. So we've got parry, shadow, sixth sense, counter strike, nimble. Okay, what do you need for counter strike? You have to have nimble in order to do counter strike. Nimble says that whenever you are asked to perform an agility check, you may add 1 bonus point to your roll. That's insane, because then we would have 2 plus 2 to our rolls with our crawling ability for agility checks. If the combined encumbrance of all the equipment you are wearing on your head, body and both hands, or body rather, and both hands is 3 or less, you may subtract 1 damage from all enemy attacks. Well, we've only got 1. Dude, we might go nimble, and then we can eventually go into counter strike, which is if an enemy misses you during combat, you may add 3 damage to your next attack. That's pretty cool. We got parry, shadow. We would need a dagger for shadow. And then sixth sense, when the ambush dungeon card is drawn as the second card, you may spend 1 grit to attack first. Yeah, that is really good. That is actually insanely good. That's insanely good, dude. That is like really, really good. I designed another new card that I designed here. I'll show you guys real quick now that I'm thinking about this. Is Ziggy. Which is my dog in real life, so Ziggy's in the game. If an ambush is drawn as the second card, you roll for initiative before combat begins. So you still have the chance to attack first, but there is a chance that you don't attack first. With Sixth Sense, you get to spend a grit and you automatically attack first. So Sixth Sense is actually like better, I think, which makes me a little sad. Ziggy, the ability that I had for him originally was this, but it also said that you got +1 to your initiative rolls. But we couldn't fit it on the card, unfortunately, so he's not quite as good as I was wanting him to be originally. He's still a good card, but not quite as good, unfortunately. And he does give you +1 carry capacity, and you don't get that from Sixth Sense, so he is still really good. But man, Sixth Sense is really, really good. I think I'm still going to go for Nimble, though. I think I'm still going to go with Nimble. So that way, whenever we're asked to perform an agility check, we get to add 1 bonus point, so +2 now because of our special ability. And then again, since the combined encumbrance of all the items on our head, body, and both hands is 3 or less, we've only got 1 weight with the crude sling, we get to subtract 1 damage from all enemy attacks. So I'm going to put this cube here on the 1 on our defense there. Boom, and then we've got Nimble. There we go, guys. We've leveled up and learned a new skill. Let's freaking go. Amazing. And let's keep on going deeper in, guys. What do we got up ahead? We got the mushroom cave. You have stumbled upon a grove of young mushrooms. What do we find? We rolled a 2 and we gained a freaking poison. Wouldn't you know it, guys? I told you we were saving those 1s and 2s for when we really needed them. We're going to put this here and gain another nature quest token. I've got 3 of those. It would be nice if we can get a combat quest token. Can we get that? No? Okay. We got a campsite. I think I'm going to rest again. So I'm going to spend a ration. We're going to heal D6 health. 2 this time. Okay, we're moving up in the world. Better than 1. And we get to remove a poison, so we get that crap off of us. There we go. And we're going to put this here and get another nature quest token. You could turn these in for experience points too, which is really neat. So we might end up doing that at some point. We've got the labyrinth. I really don't want to spend... I don't want to spend a ration, so I'm going to push my luck into the false idol. Okay. This is fantastic. We're going to get our combat quest token here. We could beg for power, health, or ignore it. I think I want to beg for health. So I'm going to move down 1 space on the morality track. Guys, we're at -6. I'm going to gain a grit, and then I'm going to choose to gain 3 health. So we're going to gain 3 health back right there. And then we're going to get the combat quest token. Amazing. And we complete the second quest all the way down on level 3, guys. These quests are going kind of slow. Hopefully we could pick up the pace since we have such a backstock of a backlog of other quest tokens. So we're going to use this Mystic quest token right here. Then we're going to use a Wealth quest token as well. And then we're going to use a Combat quest token as well. And it says, you enter the quiet crypt, but you are not alone. Draw enemy cards until you locate an enemy weak to holy damage. And then add the dungeon level to its health and resolve combat. So we've got to draw until we find one weak to holy. So that's ice, ice again, ice again. And we got a Skelepede right here. It's weak to holy damage. So we're going to put all 3 of these on the bottom of the deck like so. And it says that you add the dungeon level to itself. So not double the dungeon level, you just add the dungeon level. So 3 plus 7 here is going to be 10 health for the Skelepede. Like so. I'll set this over here for now. Okay, it says before combat, you make a mind check. And if you fail, you gain a curse. Okay, let's go for it. We need a 5 or better. We got a 6 plus 2 is 8. That's 7 or better, so we pass. If the Skelepede misses during combat, you gain a grit. It's got 5 initiative. We've got 3 plus 1 from the Woodland Boots, so it doesn't matter what we roll. Even if we roll a 1, we still get to go first because it's going to be 5 or better. So we get to attack first. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting to do anything over here. Don't want to swap weapons. We already rolled for initiative, so it doesn't really matter. I think we're good to go. So we're doing 3 plus... Let's spend... Ooh, screw it. Let's spend 3. So we're doing plus 7, so we're doing 10. Plus 10. Plus 3 is 13. Minus 1 is 12. And it's got 10 health, so it is dead. I had to spend a lot of grit in order to do that. Might be wasteful, but I don't want to take the damage. I'd rather just spend the grit and get him out of here. Treasure class B. So 1 ingredient and 1 gold or a trapping. I'm going to go for the ingredients. Ooh, can I? Wait, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're maxed out. I'm going to drop the wine. Ooh, am I going to drop the wine bottle? I'm going to drop the wine bottle. I think. Yeah, I'm going to drop the wine bottle. So we go down to 8.5. And then we can get, what was it? Treasure class B. We can get an ingredient and a gold. So we're going to get a gold. I'm not broke anymore. We're going to get an ingredient. It is nether cabbage. That does not help us because it doesn't really combine well with this. We could get food with it. We could get rations, but not too worried about that. I usually like to use ingredients to either heal, gain back grit, or remove poison first and foremost. I rarely ever use them to get food or remove curses. You can. You know, I have done it before, but that's kind of like an edge case scenario I found most of the time. But it is cool that they have that utility as well. So that's pretty much it. We're also going to gain 1 experience point for defeating the Skelepede. And he's going to go down this way. And that is it. That is it. Okay. So after we defeat that guy, after dispatching of your foe, you search the crypt by torchlight. On a pedestal, you find an old scroll that mentions a magical item. With renewed purpose, you trek onwards. Okay, let's go, guys. Quest 3. What do we got? Find the cloak. The scroll hinted at the location of a powerful cloak that was said to have been stolen from a high priest of the red cloth. With a new sense of direction, you continue your quest by delving deeper into the dungeon. You may spend 2 health instead of a mystic quest token for this quest. We need Wealth, Mystic, and Nature. We've got plenty Nature and Mystic. We just need a Wealth quest token. So I'll set that over that way. Let's keep going deeper in. And what did it say we could do for a Mystic? Yeah, we don't need that. So let's keep on going. We've got a treasure chest here. You open the chest to find it is almost empty. Gain a trinket. Okay, we're definitely going to do this, although I am maxed out. Let's just see what it is. A rusty key. We're going to go ahead and drop it. We can't hold anymore. There we go. And then we've got a wealth quest token right here. Boom. Check it out, dudes. We get the quest token, and look at that already. See, that's what I'm saying, because we created this backlog of tokens over here. We're good to go. So we've got a wealth quest token. We've got a mystic. And we've got a nature quest token as well. And it says, you find yourself at a threshold to an entrance to a sanctuary. You light a few candles and locate a dead man in the center of the room. He has been robbed by the looks of it. Behind some nearby rocks, you find a satchel containing the cloak that you seek. Gain the Crimson Cloak reward card. Further searching indicates the man was not alone, and whoever killed him kidnapped his companion and took them further into the dungeon. So we get the Crimson Cloak reward card. This card has been buffed. It was a little weak before. So it still has the same ability, but an added ability now. Whenever you beg at the false idol, you may reactivate a spent incantation. That's cool only if you have wizardry skill. For every other character in the game that doesn't have that, this thing is completely useless, but it's got a new secondary function now that makes it useful for everybody. Reduce all fire damage you take by 2. That is so sick, guys. So sick. So we're going to go ahead and use this. Also, I'm noticing too, this says mind down in the bottom right. So I'm going to have to mention that to Jason. There are a couple cards that seem like they have stats down here in the bottom right that are not supposed to be there. So I'll go ahead and mention that to him. So we've got the Crimson Cloak. I'm going to have to drop something to hold this though, which is the thing. As cool as it is having both the Shard Axe and the Amber Blade, I think I'm actually going to have to drop one of them. I'm going to drop the Shard Axe and we're going to hang on to the Amber Blade. So that's going to free up 2 weight, but then we're going to add 1 more weight from this. So we should be at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to drop this. I want to get Ziggy, dude. I want to find Ziggy as our companion so bad, dude. I played one game off camera before I started recording again, and I got Ziggy. It was so cool. I was like, man, of course, the run that I do when I'm not recording. Okay. Cool. So we got the Crimson Cloak. It says it's an accessory also, which is cool. So it doesn't actually go on your body, which is cool because it's like you can have a body armor, but then wear this over it, which is really, really neat. Okay, so we're going to go to the next quest. We did just complete that, right? Yeah. We got Rescue Olive. The clues found mention a healer from Norcia called Olive. You think you may have heard of the name before. It sounds like she is being held in Bal Alrum by bandits, where they will likely send word seeking a ransom for her release. We need nature, combat, and mystic. Well, we've got nature and mystic. We just need a combat quest token and we are good to go. Okay, let's keep on going deeper. We only have the prospect of a mystic quest token at the moment. We got a clearing. We're going to get one. Anything can happen in a clearing. Draw and resolve an encounter card. We've got... Dude, no way. Let's go, guys. Let's go, dude. Oh, baby. Ask and you shall freaking receive, dude. Ziggy Star Fox. So this is another one of the new cards that I created, that I designed here. Of course, again, Jason did all the art and everything. So we got the little paw prints in the sand down here. You are warmly greeted by a furry fluff of energy and excitement. A tiny dog is eager to join you on your journey if you have treats to share. Give Ziggy a treat. If you choose to give Ziggy a treat, discard a ration, move up 1 space on the morality tracker, and gain the Ziggy reward card. Or ignore Ziggy. If you choose to ignore Ziggy, move down 1 space on the morality tracker and die and lose the game. You just move down 1 space on the morality tracker. Should say that though. I think Jason was like, it should say that like you lose or something like that if you ignore him. So give Ziggy a treat. If you choose to give Ziggy a treat, we're going to discard a ration. So we're definitely doing this, by the way, guys. We're going to discard a ration and then move up 1 space on the morality tracker. My glider is giving me the side eye right now. And then gain the Ziggy reward card. Let's freaking go, dude. Boom. Let's go, my little dude right here, bro. Let's go, man. Hell yeah, baby. Olive, get out of my town. Dude, let's go. So he's got 0 attack, 0 defense, because he's just a little tiny dog, dude. But he does add 1 carry capacity. He can hold a nether cabbage in his mouth. You know what I mean? He can hold a trinket or something in his mouth. If an ambush is drawn as the second card, Roll for initiative before combat begins, which is amazing. So basically he barks and alerts you to when you're about to get ambushed, and you still got a chance of attacking first. Ziggy loses 1 morale for each ration you discard in the labyrinth. He has 2 morale, and you can feed him rations to increase his morale. So there is Ziggy right there. He's going to protect us from the bad guys trying to sneak up on us. Let's go, dude. So cool. Hell yeah, dude. I was just saying that I got him off camera, and now we freaking got him, dude. So sick, man. Amazing. And for anybody that doesn't know, Ziggy's full name is Ziggy Starfox, because he looks like Star Fox from the game Star Fox. His little face reminds me of Fox from Star Fox. And then, of course, it's a play on the whole David Bowie Ziggy Stardust thing. So Ziggy Starfox, that's his full name. So yeah, man, we got Ziggy. Let's go, dude. Amazing. We're going to put this on the bottom of the deck. So cool, dude. So cool. Hell yeah. And then we're going to put the clearing here. And we get a Mystic Quest token. Dude, I can't believe it. That's so sick. We got freaking Ziggy. Let's go, bro. Keep on going. We got a skirmish. A skirmish, huh? I'm going to push my luck. Are we going to get to use Ziggy already? Nope. Into a clearing. Fortune finds those who take risks. Draw 2 encounter cards. Pick one and put the other back on top or the bottom of the deck. We got the Old Bridge and the Bog of Eyes. I am going to go to the Old Bridge. I'm going to go to the... Ooh. I'm going to go to the Old Bridge. I'm going to put the Bog of Eyes... I'm going to put the Bog of Eyes on top. And we're going to do the Old Bridge. An old tattered bridge stands before you with bats circling in the air above. It stretches across a deep chasm. You must make your way across. Make an agility check. If you fail, you gain a poison. And if you succeed, you gain a wealth quest token. So we're making an agility check. We've got 3 agility. We get +1 to agility checks from our crawling ability. And we get +1 to agility checks from our nimble. So we're getting +5. So we need a 2 or better. We need anything but a 1. Thank goodness. We got the freaking 2 +5 is 7, and we gain a Mystic Quest token. My goodness, that was too close for comfort. That was too close, guys. Even with all that help, we just got it. But hey, we did it. We did get it. We're going to put this here. We're going to get another Mystic Quest token. This is insane. And we're going into the last room of level 3. What do we got here? The Archangel. Oof. We're going to lose 5 health if we mess around with her, so we're going to bid her farewell and push our luck straight into a skirmish, and we're going to use the Seer's Brooch, dude. Get robed, bro. Get completely robed. We're going to, once per dungeon level, avoid a skirmish by spending a grit. We're going to spend a grit, avoid that skirmish, get out of my town, bro. We're going to put it down this way. We're not going to get any quest tokens for it, but it's okay. That is level 3 in the books. Let's go ahead and get the deck mixed up again. Here we go. What are we on? We're on quest 4? Is this quest 4? We're on quest 4. So we're halfway through and we're about to go to level 4? I don't know, guys. What tends to happen, though, as I mentioned a couple times already, is as you're accumulating quest tokens that you don't need necessarily for the particular quest that you might happen to be on, that, you know, can tend to happen. You just get a collection of quest tokens. And so when you move on to another quest, you might already have, you know, 2 of the quest tokens or even all 3 that you need to complete the quest. So we might blast through the last 2 quests pretty quickly here because we've got quite a few quest tokens. And any that we don't use, we can turn in for experience points for either rerolls or to learn another skill. So we're going to get this back. Ooh, we've only got 1 food. Oh, we can't lose Ziggy. We're going to feed Ziggy the ration, and we're going to take 3 damage. Dude, Ziggy might actually be the bane of my existences in this game because I'm always going to prioritize him over myself. And it's going to make me make suboptimal plays, and I'm probably going to lose the game because of it, but we can't let Ziggy go, dude. We've got to feed him, bro. We've got to. If it was real life and I only had 1 little piece of food left and it was me or him, I'd have to give it to him, dude. I couldn't let him go hungry. So we got to give him the ration. We're going to take the 3 damage. And then we don't have any poison, and we're going down to level 4. All right, let's see. We'll give Ziggy a baby carrot. He freaking loves baby carrots. Let's see here, guys. We're going to go into level 4. Think we're good on everything else. Let's just double check here. I like to kind of double check and make sure. I do have this over here. Oh, we could get food with this. I was saying I never use that to get food, but that might actually be a good thing to do. I should have done that before, but it's too late. No takesies backsies. I think that's it. I think that is it. Yeah, let's just keep on going. Let's keep on going. Deeper in. What do we got? A clearing again. Okay, let's see. We get an encounter card. It is, of course, the Bog of Eyes that we put back. Your heart begins to pound when your mind starts to piece together the horror before you. A swamp with thousands of floating eyes all peering at you. Bring a sharp chill up your spine. In the middle is a small island with a chest. You may attempt to wade through the thick and sticky fluid to get to the chest. You may attempt, so we don't have to. Make a brawn check. Our brawn is 1. We could do the conch shell, though. If you fail, you gain a poison token and a curse token. If you succeed, you gain a treasure card, an ingredient, and a trinket. That's pretty insane. I don't want to roll for it, so I would have to use my conch shell, and I kind of want to save my conch shell in case we run into some crazy enemy that's like, make a brawn check, and if you fail, take 18 freaking ice damage or whatever. So I think I'm just going to skip this. We're going to go ahead and skip it, because again, it says you may, so we don't have to. We're going to put this out on the board, and we're going to keep on going. We got the altar here. Sometimes the sanctuary is found in the least expected place. You kneel at the altar and pray for... What do we want to pray for here, guys? We don't have the 2 experience points to pray for guidance. We don't need to remove poison. We don't need to remove curse tokens, but we could... No, we can't, because we're at -6, and we need positive morality. So we're going to pray for favor. We're going to move up 1 place on the morality tracker and gain a grit. So we're going to move up. We get the side eye from the glider. We gain a grit. And what do we need here? We need a combat quest token, Story of Our Lives. I'm going to place this here. I guess it doesn't really matter too much in this scenario quite yet. We got an ambush. Okay, that is good. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. What do we got? The Fish Man, dude. So he's got 5 plus double the dungeon level. So plus 8 is 13 health. There we go. He's weak to ice. And I got rid of the shard axe. Now that kind of sucks. When the Fish Man successfully hits, you gain 1 poison. You gain 1 ration if you defeat the Fish Man. Fish, yummy. We get to attack first automatically. So we're doing 3. I'm going to spend 2... Oh, man. See, this is getting pretty gnarly, guys. The enemies start getting so much health that it gets, like, really tough. It gets really tough. I'm just going to swing on them without spending any grit. So we're doing 3 plus... Oof, that's a miss right there. Do I want to re-roll? Kind of, dude. I'm going to spend an experience point. We're going to re-roll. Also gain a curse token for doing that. That's a new mechanic in the game. We're going to go ahead and re-roll. Okay, we get 1 plus the 3 is 4. Minus 2 is 2. So we do a whopping 2 damage to him. The Fishman is going to retaliate. He's doing +1 to his roll, but we're blocking 1. What's giving us the block? What's preventing that damage? Do we still have... Oh, is it the nimble? Yeah, it's nimble. It's nimble. Okay. So he's doing just whatever he rolls. He misses. Okay, that's amazing. So we're not going to get hit. We're not going to take poison because he does poison when he hits you. Now I'm going to spend... I did 3, that'd be 10. Minus 2 would be 8. That's still a tall order. I'm going to attack him without spending anything. So we're doing 3 plus 3 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. That puts him down to 7. Okay, okay. He's going to attack. He's doing just whatever he rolls. You can miss again. That'd be cool. Oof, he does 2 damage. 1, 2. And he gives us a poison token. When the Fishman successfully hits, you gain 1 poison. Okay. Okay, we're going to attack him again here. Let's see. How much do I want to spend? If I do 3 and 2 grit, that'd be 7. Minus 2 would be 5. And I'd have to roll at least 2. Okay, I'm going to spend the 2 grit. We're doing 3. Plus 4 is 7. Am I forgetting anything, guys? I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I did forget something earlier. With Marksman, I could have re-rolled that miss. I didn't have to spend the experience point. That's okay, though. I missed it. That was my fault. So we're doing plus 7 to this roll. We need 2 or more damage. We got it with the 3, dude. So that's 10. Minus 2 is 8 damage, and he's got 7 health left, and he is dead. Let's go. That was cool. I feel good about that battle, that I was conservative and didn't use my grit until I really needed to. I could have just spent 3 early on, but it ended up to where we only needed to spend 2. So treasure class B, 2 ingredients or 3 gold. Let's see, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're at 8. So we could hold the 2 ingredients. Let's do that. Let's get some ingredients. We got a thistle bloom and we got a harpy fig. We're going to check these out in just a second because we're probably going to make a potion. We also get a ration when you kill the Fishman because fish yummy, and we get an experience point. Let's go. Cool. I love that you get rations from the Fishman. It's so cool. It's held. It's like a held over from Ironhelm, I guess, or it's coming over from Ironhelm. We're gonna put the ambush here so that we leave the combat quest token open, and we need to make some potions. We really need grit, like desperately. So I'm gonna make a Harpy Fig Serpent's Eye potion, and we're gonna slide them up by 1. So we've got 5 plus the 1, so it's got a difficulty of 6. And what is our mind skill? 2. So we need a 4 or better right here. We got a 50-50, 4 or better. And we rolled a 1. I'm going to spend this token here, and we're going to re-roll that crap, and we need a 4 or better right here. 50-50. There we go, dude. We got it. 5 plus the 2 is 7, and the difficulty was 6, so we got it. It needs to be equal to or greater than the difficulty of the potion. We get 4 grit back. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Amazing, dude. So good. Making potions in this game is just, I say it every time I make a potion, but it's just so good. It's so fun. It's my favorite part of the game. We've got this over here too. We might want to make this. I'm going to go for this too, dude. I'm going to make a Thistle Bloom. Ooh, we've got no rerolls though. Actually, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. So that freed up 1 wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, we're at 8. Okay. Let's keep on going here. This is from last time, I believe. Ooh, yes, it is. It is from the last room. Okay, let's keep on going. We got a campsite here. We're going to do it. We spot a relatively quiet spot to set up camp, but we can't linger for too long. We're going to search. So we're going to gain a ration and then roll a d6 to see what else we find. So let's gain a ration. So we need to feed Ziggy. We're going to roll. We rolled a 3. 1 trinket. Ooh, what do we get? We found some wooden dice. Nice. They're worth 1 gold. You may discard the wooden dice in order to re-roll initiative in combat. Cool. So we're up to 8.5. We're going to put this here and get a nature quest token. This is crazy. We're going to run out of quest tokens. And we got a clearing. Okay. I think we're going to do it. Draw and resolve an encounter card. Anything can happen in a clearing. Rising Waters. Oh, I hate this one, dude. I hate it. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, man. No, it's still going to be tough. So, without warning, a large stone door closes behind you. You then hear the sound of gushing water. It quickly rises around you until you are treading, but your gear is weighing you down. It says you see a ledge in the distance that you can swim to. Make 3 consecutive brawn checks. For each failure, you must discard 1 item from your inventory. If you succeed at least 2 of the 3 checks, you gain a combat quest token. So I was thinking, oh, I could just use the conch shell. But that's only going to count for 1 of them. So let's go ahead and roll first. We need to make 3 consecutive brawn checks. Our brawn is 1. Guys, this sucks. We need a 6. We need literally a 6. We didn't get it. We got to discard an item. We're going to discard the wooden dice. Yikes, dudes. This sucks. So we're going to go back down to 8. We're going to try the other die. We need a 6. I really want that combat quest token. Damn, we got to discard 1. I'm going to discard the Thistle Bloom. Damn, dude. Brutal. And you know what? I'm tempted to use the conch shell because now we might end up just discarding that too. We're going to go for the last one. We need a 6. Otherwise, goodbye nether cabbage. Goodbye nether cabbage. Damn, dude. That was brutal. That's the most brutal of the encounter cards in my experience. In my opinion. That is very, very brutal. Okay, we lost 3 items. At least we had some ingredients and trinkets to get rid of, and we didn't have to lose any of our really good stuff. So let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're at 7 encumbrance. Okay, that was nasty. We're going to put this here, and we really need the left combat quest token ambush card. We didn't get it. Another clearing. We're going to go to it. Under pressure. In the middle of the clearing stands a pedestal. A sliver of light from above bathes a small wooden box that rests upon the top of it. You notice a pressure plate below the box. You may attempt to swap an item from your inventory that weighs exactly 1 encumbrance with the box. Make an agility check. If you fail, the item you used melts and should be discarded. If you succeed, discard the item you used, but gain 2 ingredients, 1 trinket, and 1 mystic quest token. You know what? I don't want to get rid of anything that I have. I don't want to get rid of anything that I have, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. It says you may. We're not going to do it, dude. We could go Indiana Jones right there on it, but we're not going to. We're going to get another freaking nature quest token, guys. There's only 1 left. Let's keep on going. We got a skirmish. That's not what we're looking for. I'm going to push my luck into the false idol. Let's go, dude. Standing before you is an ominous statue of an ancient lord of the abyss. It is begging to be worshipped. What shall you do? We can beg for power, health, or ignore it. I think I want to beg for health. You know what I mean? So we're going to move down one space on the morality track. The glider is like, let's go, bro. He gives us a grit, and we're going to gain 3 health. So we're going to gain 3 health right there, like so. And we gain a combat freaking quest token. Let's go, dude. So let's see what we've got here. We need a nature. We need a combat. We need a mystic. I hope my camera battery lives, by the way. If it just cuts off randomly, I will cut back in. It should be good, though. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Cool. So it says, you discover a bandit camp just outside of Bal Aurum. You spy 3 bandits and a bound woman. Fight the bandits. Lose D6 health minus your brawn. You gain the olive reward card, or pay the ransom and spend 3 trinkets and you gain the olive reward card. We don't have 3 trinkets, so we've got to battle them. So lose D6 health minus your brawn, so -1. Please give me a 1. Okay, the one time I won a 1, so we're going to take 2 damage. 3 minus 1. And then we gain the olive reward card, but dude, we can't get rid of Ziggy. No, olive is really good, but we can't get rid of Ziggy, dude. We cannot get rid of Ziggy. We're going to keep Ziggy. We're going to keep Ziggy. Olive instructs you as to where she was heading before she was captured. Okay, where were you heading, Olive? Find the chasm. The chasm you seek is not one that was created naturally. Rather, it was mined by the dwarves centuries ago. Once the dwarves harvested all the gold, they moved on, leaving behind a hollowed earth that became the home of many wicked creatures over the course of time. We need nature, combat, and wealth. Once again, we need another freaking combat quest token, Story of Our Lives. We've got the other ones. This is not going to do it, but it does open up the possibility. I am going to spend a grit and use the Seer's Brooch to skip the skirmish. We're going to place it here and get a Mystic Quest token. And I'm going to hope that we can get another... I kind of want an Exalted Foe, oddly enough. Mushroom Cave. Ooh, that's too tempting to pass up. We got to go for it. Let's go ahead and roll. We rolled a 5. Let's freaking go. We get 2 rations, dude. Ziggy is super hyped. He is so hyped right now. And we're just going to set this here. It doesn't matter where we put it. And that is the end of level 4. Oh my goodness, guys. We're going all the way down to level 5, dudes. We're getting a crazy long adventure this time. Let's go ahead and get these mixed up. And this is it. This is literally it. We're about to go down to level 5. We've got to complete our quest on this level before reaching the end of the level. Otherwise, we're going to run out of time and lose. Let's get these nice and mixed. There we go. Amazing. Okay, we're going to eat a ration. We're also going to feed a ration to Ziggy. Let's go. And we're going to get our brooch back. We've only got 1 poison, so we don't gain any more. And here we go, guys. We're going down to level 5. Here we go, everybody. Level 5 of the dungeon. I think we're good on everything else. If I'm not, blast me in the comments below. Here we go. What do we got? A campsite. We're definitely going to do this. I am going to rest. I'm going to spend a ration. And I'm going to gain D6 health and remove a poison. 4. Okay, there we go. Much better. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. And we're going to put that over there. We're going to put that on the tableau. And we're going to keep on going. What else we got? We got a false idol. We're going to go to it. I'm going to beg for power. We're going to move down 1. We're going to gain a grit from our glider. The glider is insane. We're going to beg for power, and we're going to gain 2 grit. Yeah, the glider is insane. So good. Gaining grit is ridiculously good. Let's keep on going here. We've got the altar. Sure. I think. We're going to move up 1 place on the morality track and gain a grit by praying for favor. Dude, we just went to full grit. Let's freaking go, guys. We're going to put that there. And, can we get it? No, a clearing? We're going to... Oof. We need this combat quest token, guys. I'm going to push my luck. We've got to find it. Into the freaking labyrinth. No. No. Drat, you cannot seem to find your way out. Discard 2 rations. Lose 3 health for each ration you cannot discard. So I got to discard a ration. So It says Ziggy loses 1 morale for each ration you discard in the labyrinth. So technically I only discarded 1. And I can't discard the other one because I don't have it. So I'm going to lose 3 health. But I technically didn't discard another one. So we get to keep Ziggy. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go, man. Okay, okay. I thought we were about to lose him just then, but we got it on a formality there. Okay. Or formality, a technicality? A technicality. Formality? Something like that. We got on some kind of ality. We got it. So we're going to get a Mystic Quest token as well. Let's go. He's down to 1 morale. Poor Ziggy over there, dude. I want to use his ability, dude. Okay. We got a skirmish here. That's not going to do it, though, because we need the combat quest token to be on this side. I'm pushing my luck. Into a skirmish. I'm going to Seer's Brooch. I'm going to Seer's Brooch harder than I ever have in my entire life. Boom. We're going to skip the skirmish. And we spent the grit to do it. And boom. We get to place it there on the tableau. And boom. We get the combat quest token. Dude, if we can get the 6th quest just knocked out really quickly, we actually got a shot at this. So we need nature. We need combat. And we need wealth. We got so many nature and mystic combat quest tokens left. A heavy wind cuts across you as you enter a great opening with a steep drop off into blackness. You notice 5 large round stones, and when cairn stones, and when you touch them, you notice they each make a different audible tone. Sounds like Diablo 2 up in here. I like that. Make a mind check. If you fail, lose 1 health. If you succeed, you hear the sounds of gears and chains. You must attempt this check until you succeed. Oh yeah, well watch this. Conch shell. Boom. Automatically succeed. There we go. A large platform rises from below, and you climb on and begin to descend. Dun, dun, dun. The Heart Thief. As you slowly make your way down, you notice the temperature dropping. Soon, you see ice on all the walls, and the wind picks up. Deeper yet, and all the surfaces are made of ice, and you can see your breath. You hear a distant howl, but cannot tell if it is the wind or something far worse. We need a combat, mystic, and wealth quest token. So we need combat and wealth. We're not going to need nature, so I'm going to trade in all 3 of these for 3 experience points. There we go. So we can either use these to re-roll. We could spend them at the altar if we really need to, or we've actually already seen it, so we can't do that, actually. Or we can try to get another skill if we get enough points. So let's keep on going. We've got a clearing. We need wealth, right? Yeah, we need wealth, and we need combat. This is not going to give us that. I'm actually going to push my luck. The merchant would be fantastic. Oof. Oh, gross. This sucks, dude. We're blinded by a flash of light that quickly fades. After your eyes adjust, you're startled to see the form of a beautiful woman with large wings. She's been sent to judge your deeds. We got -5 on the morality track. Dude, we're going to lose 5 health. Oh, man. 2, 3, 4, 5. My wickedness has caught up to me, guys. My evil ways have caught up. Oh my God. We're going to put this over here. Let's keep on going. The mushroom cave? I mean, no, dude, I'm going to push my luck. Into an ambush. Oh, it's all falling apart, guys. It's all falling apart, dudes. No way. What are we getting jumped by, dude? Your foe catches you by surprise and gains the upper hand. Oh, we got Ziggy. We got Ziggy. So, okay, it says draw an enemy card and add double the dungeon level to their health. Draw an abomination card and add the prefix to the enemy. The enemy attacks first, but not so fast, dude. Because if an ambush is drawn as the 2nd card, you roll for initiative before combat begins. Okay, so we are going to get an abomination. It's going to be a shadow wolf. Oh, no. It's one of Ziggy's buddies. But this guy's mean, I think. We've got a shadow wolf, and we get to roll for initiative. So he's got 8 initiative. We got 3 agility, and then we get +1 from the woodland boots. So we need 4 or better. Come on, Ziggy. Hook me up, bro. Oh, so close. Should we re-roll? No, then we're going to get a Scourge. Oh, man. Dang it, dude. Should we, though? Screw it, dude. I'm doing it. I'm re-rolling, dude, for Ziggy. There we go. We're going to get this last curse token. We've gained 5 curse tokens, so now we gain a Scourge. What is it going to be? Corrupt. This is the same one I got last playthrough. You suddenly feel compelled to not act in accordance with all moral code. I think that's pretty obvious. The forces of chaos have now become your compass. They already were. Whenever you take an action that raises your morality on the tracker, you lose 1 grit and 1 health. If you ever gain the Righteous Scourge card, immediately discard both cards and lose their effects. Okay. I ain't worried about that. We're evil as it is, so it's all good. And then we get to re-roll. We need a 4 or better. Right here for Ziggy. Come on, dude. We're re-rolling. We can't let our boy down like this. He's like, are you going to do it? Or I'm barking as loud as I can. He's right behind you. Just turn around and look. Let's go. There we go, guys. So we got 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1 from the Woodland Boots is 10 to his 8 initiative. We get to attack first. Ziggy comes in clutch, dude. Let's go. Sick ability right there. And we didn't even have to spend any grit to do it, dudes. I did have to spend some experience points, but you know, that's a different story. That's a different story. So we do get to attack first. That is huge. Thank you, Ziggy. We are going to spend 3 grit, and we're about to light this boy up. So he's got 5 plus 10. He's got 15 freaking health, dudes. It does say that wolves re-roll their attack if they miss, but must take the new result. You may avoid a battle with a wolf by discarding a ration. I would if I had one, honestly, but I don't have one. And then it says if a shadow enemy attacks first and they successfully hit, you lose 2 grit. All successful hits thereafter from a shadow enemy cause you to lose 1 grit. If a shadow enemy misses in combat, you gain 1 grit. So we're doing 3 plus 7 is 10. Ooh, he is weak to fire. Oh, but we drew an ambush as the second card, so we can't swap weapons. Okay, so he's weak to fire. Let's go ahead and roll. That'd be cool if Ziggy let you do that too, but man, it's too bad you can't fit all the text on the card. Yeah, it's too bad. Okay, let's go ahead and roll. He's still cool though. So we're adding, okay, what are we adding? 3 plus 7 is 10 plus 1. Oof, 11. He's got no armor, so he takes 11. He goes down to 4. That is a good hit. That was a really, really good hit, but he's still going to get to retaliate here, unfortunately. He is going to retaliate. He does 2 plus 1 is 3. We've got 1 armor, so we take 2 damage. And then when he hits us as a shadow enemy, he discards a grit from us. We lose a grit. Yes. Okay, and then we're going to attack him again. We're doing 3. I'm not spending any grit. Plus. Ooh, we miss? Ooh, we got marksman. We get to re-roll misses. I finally freaking remembered. We get to re-roll misses. Let's spend a freaking XP and we're going to roll again. We get a curse token. We got to hit him right here. 3 plus 2 is 5. And he's only got 4 health left and no armor. So he took down the wolf. He's got a treasure class of C. 2 rations or 1 trapping and a gold. Let's grab the 2 rations, dude. Ziggy's excited. We get an experience point. Ziggy's not as excited, but he's excited. If you defeat this enemy, you gain a bonus ingredient. All right, here we go. What do we get? An ogre's toenail. Okay, that's pretty gross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. Oh, 7 and a half actually. So we go up to 7 and a half. It's good for some health if we can get another card for it. And that is it. That is it. We take down the wolf thanks to Ziggy alerting us, and we're able to get that good attack on him first. It's amazing. Okay, that could have actually saved our lives. If we would have taken like another big hit, it could have literally killed us. That literally saved our lives. I'm going to put the ambush over this way so that we keep the combat quest token open. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do this, guys. We got to get these quest tokens now. A skirmish, we have got to do it because it's combat. And then we got to hope that we can get like the merchant or something to get this wealth quest token for the last one, dudes. This is cutting it as close as possible. We're going to do this. I've already used my Seer's Brooch. It's just down to this. We're going to draw an enemy card and add double the dungeon level. So 10 to the health of a white. So it's going to have 14 health. This is getting super gnarly. He's weak to undead. That doesn't help with the Amber Blade. We've had the Amber Blade the whole freaking game too, guys. And I couldn't switch. Couldn't switch. Or didn't need to. Before combat, make a mind check. If you fail, lose 1 grit. Okay, we've got a mind of 2. We need 5 or better. We did not get even close, so we lose a grit. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4 grit, guys. That is not a lot. And we still have the boss ahead of us if we happen to make it there. When the white successfully hits, you lose a grit. He's got 4 initiative, so it doesn't matter what we roll. We automatically get to go first because we got 3 agility and then plus 1 from the woodland boost, so 4 already. So we get to attack first. We're doing 3 plus what would be okay 0 there. He's got 14, right? Yeah, he's at 14. I don't want to spend a bunch, but I also don't want to get hit. We're kind of at the stage in the game now to where we're kind of like screwed a little bit. We're just going to attack, dude. Not spending any. 3 plus 1 is 4. We're going to put him down to 10. Okay. The white attacks. It's going to do, when the white successfully hits, you lose a grit. That's so brutal, guys. He does plus 1 to his roll, but we're blocking it. So whatever he rolls, please miss. He does 2. And we lose a grit. Oh, man. Yikes, guys. Well, he's going to make us lose our grid anyway, so screw it. I'm going to spend all 3. So we're doing 3 plus 7 is plus 10 to our roll. We just need to not miss. Plus 2 is 12. He's dead. Get out of my town, bro. Get out of my freaking town, bro. I'm going to put this over this way. We're going to gain treasure class C. 2 rations or 1 trapping and a gold. We're going to gain 2 rations again. There we go. We're going to gain an experience point. We're up to 2. This dude is Dunzo the Clown. He's going to go underneath there. We're going to put this here, and we're going to get a combat quest token, and I'm going to eat all 4 of my rations here, and we're going to gain 4 health. That's 3, and that is 4, and what's going on over here? There we go. Is it still on a 2? Yep, that's still on a 2. And then we're going to gain 4 grit. That is 3, 4, and here we go. Can we get this? We need a wealth quest token, guys. This is it right here for all the marbles. That's not it. We got to push our luck. We've got to push our luck. This is our last shot right here. Can we get it? Oh, baby, let's go, dude. We got the freaking merchant deep in the dungeon. Seems like a strange place to set up shop, but who are you to question his sanity? Bro, take any number of the following actions. What you got for sale for me, bro? Let's see what you got. Ooh, the frost ring. Ooh, the scale armor. What else you got, dude? A human bone? That's weird that you have that in the skinkling heart. Okay. Now you're just freaking me out. That's a little weird. Why do you have those things? Okay. I say, as I'm drenched in the blood of my my enemies that have killed in the dungeon. I've got 1 gold, you know what I mean? So that's not great. I could sell him the amber blade for 1 gold. I don't have enough money to buy this stuff, guys. Even if I sold them like all my stuff. I don't know. I don't want to sell anything really. No. Okay. Well, I could buy an ingredient for 1 gold. You know what I'll do? I'll spend 1 gold and I'm going to buy the human bone. After all that crap that I talked about it, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy the human bone. I'm going to let him keep the skink. Ooh, am I? Yes. I'm going to let him keep the skinkling heart. There you go, mister. I'll let him keep the other stuff as well. These are 2 insane items, dude. My God, those items are insanely good. Oh, man, I want them. I want them, dude. And then, guys, boom. We get the last quest token before we have to end the level. Insane, dude. Let's see what we got here. Oh, before we do this, we're going to craft the potion. We're going to craft a Ogre's Toenail Human Bone Potion, and I think I'm going to go for health here. It's either grit or health. Either way, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Do we go for grit or health? This is actually really difficult. How much health do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we've got 8 health. We're going to block 1. If it hits us once, if we get to go first, we'd hit it. I'd spend 3 grit, and then it hits us. If we're alive, I'd get to go again, and having 2 extra grit would be better. I'm going to go for the grit. Because either way is going to either 1 or 2 shot us. So I'm going to go for the grit. I think we got a difficulty of 4. We got a mind of 2. We need anything but a 1. Let's go. That'll do it, dude. Good enough. 2 plus 2 is 4, and we're going to gain 2 grit. We're going to gain 2 freaking grit. Just like that, guys. Let's go. What do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items worth of weight. 7 weight worth of items, rather. And that's it, guys. That is it. We're going to the boss, dudes. Because we've got a combat quest token. We've got a mystic quest token. We've got a wealth quest token. I'm also going to turn in these other 3 mystic quest tokens. And we're going to get 3 experience points. And we've got 2 on us. So not enough to get another skill. Almost. We're 1 shy. But that is going to give us potentially 5 rerolls, which is excellent. You finally reach a tunnel that leads to a large opening. Icicles decorate the ceiling, and you quickly spot a large female figure who lets out a scream as she charges you. Locate the Heart Thief boss card, add health to it equal to double the current dungeon level, and let the final battle begin. So she's going to get 10 health added to her, guys. This is going to be gnarly. There she is, dude. The Heart Thief. She has 27 health. My God. 27 health, dude. Super crazy. Before combat, make a brawn check. If you fail, lose 2 grit. Well, that sucks. a lot because we just got that 2 grit. We need a 6. We didn't get it, guys. We lose the 2 grit that we just got. That's so brutal. Oh, that's so brutal. Hey, at least we got the 2 grit, because then we would have only been down the 2. So it is what it is. When the Heart Thief successfully hits, you take 3 additional ice damage. Dang, dude, we got the Crimson Cloak, and it just hasn't come into play, unless I missed something that did fire damage, but I don't think I did. Dang it, that's a shame. Okay, she is weak to fire. So before combat, I am going to try to swap weapons out. So we're going to make an agility check. And we get +1 to all agility checks, and then +1 from nimble as well whenever we make an agility check. So we need a 2 or better. We need anything but a 1. Let's go, guys. We get to swap weapons. Amazing. So we're going to unsheath the Amber Blade. We're going to put the crude sling on our belt. There we go. And let's freaking do this, guys. Let's freaking do this. We get to roll for initiative now. So she's got 5 initiative. We've got 3 agility, +1 from the woodland boots. That's 4. So no matter what we roll, +6, that is 10. We get to go first. So we're going to spend all 3 of our grit right here. And we're going to do 3 plus 7 damage. Plus we're adding 2 fire damage to all successful attacks. And she's weak to fire, so we can do that extra damage to her. So we're doing 10 plus 1 is 11. Minus 2 is 9. So she's going to go down to 18. And then she's going to take 2 fire damage and go down to 16. Big ol' hit right there, dudes. Can we freaking do this, guys? The Heart Thief is going to retaliate. She does +3 damage. My God. We're only blocking 1 because of our nimble skill. We're blocking 1. Here we go. So she's doing 2 plus 1 is 3 damage. Okay, that is not bad. 3 damage. But then she also does 3 additional ice damage. My goodness. 1, 2, 3. And we're down to 2, guys. No poison. We're down to 2. Okay, this is what I was saying. I figured we would get 2-shotted. I wish we had the extra 2 grit right now, because then we could do another full attack. Instead of getting to add 7, we're getting to add 2. That's going to be the difference between winning and losing, probably. We're going to have 3 plus 2, so 5 plus whatever we roll. We need a big roll right here. 5 plus 2. I almost wonder if I should re-roll. I'm going to re-roll. We need more damage in this. We need more damage in this. We got to get lucky. 5 plus 2. Oh, man. And then she's going to take away 2. It's going to do 5. That would put her down to 11. And then she would take 2 fire. She'd go down to 9, but she's going to kill us. Even if we hit her. We're just going to do that. We're going to put her down to 9. Even if we... Yeah. Yeah, because she was at 16 just then, right? So she's going to take the 5, go down to 11, and then 2 fire damage. Yeah. Because we did 7 minus her 2 armor. Yep, we need her to miss. We need her to miss, dudes. It looks like this might be it right here, guys. Oops, we got all the way this far. So close. The Heart Thief attacks. Plus 2 to her damage. Ooh, we're going to make a reroll. We got XP to spend over here, so we're going to make a reroll. We need her to miss. Please miss. That's not a miss. I'm going to spend another one. We're going to make her reroll again. She has to miss. We got 5 curse tokens. Put those over here. We're going to gain a Scourge. Righteous. No way, dude. If you ever draw the Righteous Scourge card, you immediately discard both. Dude, let's go. Hell yeah. I was wondering if that would ever happen to me, and there we go. There's a first for everything. We're going to reroll. Nope. We got to make her miss, guys. We've got 2 shots left at it. We're going to spend this. We need doubles. We need doubles right here. Come on. Come on. Give me doubles. This is it. Last shot. Last shot, guys. We need doubles right here. We did as much as we could possibly do. I'm pretty sure that's all we can do. I don't think I have anything else to stop this. We need doubles. Right here. She does 2 plus the 2 is 4. Plus 3 ice damage. And we're dead. Dang, dude. We did everything we possibly could, man. We did everything we could. Ziggy scurries off, dude. The glider flies off into the night. And the crawling ranger lays dead at the feet of the Heart Thief. Damn, dude. There it was, man. There was an epic adventure in UnderQuest right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it, dude. Dude, I can't overstate enough how awesome the game feels now. It feels so freaking good. It felt fun before already because the game is incredible. But with all the new updates and everything to it, It feels so good, dude. Everything is feeling like right on the money. The games are super, super close. We made it all the way to the boss again, but we weren't able to take her down. Almost, dude. Almost. So, so close. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. If you did, hit the thumbs up like button, hit the red subscribe button, and click the bell so you can stay updated every time I upload a brand new video. And I'll have more playthroughs of UnderQuest coming in the future, as well as a brand new updated tutorial. So be on the lookout for that. And let me know down in the comments below how you're enjoying the changes to the game, if you're excited about the crowd sale that's coming in January. And yeah, guys, lots of good stuff on the way. So there it is, dudes. Again, do all the things like, subscribe, and click the bell. And until next time, have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.